Welcome to NGIT Math Podcast today. My name is Tao Ling and I'll show you how to convert temperatures from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so now this is the equation governs such conversion. Fahrenheit is equal to 9 over 5 times Celsius C plus 32. Okay, so every time, anytime you know a degree, a Fahrenheit degree or Celsius degree, you just have to plug it in this equation and then you can solve for the other one. Okay. Now, for example, let's say if we know Fahrenheit is 86. Okay. Now we want to know what is the Celsius degree. Well, if it's 86 degree Fahrenheit, what is the Celsius degree? First step we do is we plug in the Fahrenheit in the equation. So we have 86 is equal to 9 over 5 C plus 32. Okay? So this just becomes an equation where we have to solve for C. Okay, now we see that um, there's a fraction multiplying by C and the denominator is 5. Okay? One of the most One of the easiest way to deal with fractions in an equation is you simply multiply everything by that denominator in order to get rid of the denominator. So in this case, we'll try to do that. So we're going to multiply everything by 5. So 86 multiplied by 5 is equal to 9 over 5 C multiplied by 5 plus 32 multiplied by 5. Okay, so 86 multiplied by 5 gives us 430. This is equal to, we have a fraction with denominator 5 multiplied by 5. The fractions cancels out. Okay, the denominator cancels out with the 5. So this will become 9 times C plus 32 times 5 gives us 160. Okay? Now to solve this C, we have to get rid of the 160 first. That means we subtract both sides by 160. So let's try to do that in our head. 160 subtract by 160, it's simply 0. So it's 9C. 430 subtract by 160. So think about that. 443 subtract by 16. That gives you, that's right, 270 times 9C. Okay? Now, in order to get rid of 9, we should divide both sides by 9. Okay? Divide both sides by 9. If you also do that in your head, 9C divided by 9 is simply give you a C. 270 divided by 9 gives you 30. Okay, so this shows C equal to 30. C equal to 30. That will be the final answer. So if Fahrenheit is 86, in Fahrenheit it's 86 degrees, then it's 30 degree in Celsius. Now let's try, let's say if we know that Celsius is 30 degree. Now what's Fahrenheit? Well, assume that we didn't know this before. Let's check that. Let's solve the Fahrenheit using the equation. Well, we have F is equal to 9 over 5. Now we just plug in the C, right? Times 30. Plus 32. Now, this seems like an easier one. 9 over 5 times 30. Well, we know that 5 and 30 can be factored, and then it gives you a 6. So 9 times 6. What's 9 times 6? 54 plus 32. Okay, so this simply gives us 86, which is the same as that. Now, well, this shows that you can solve um, for either temperature or knowing one of them. Okay. Now, sometimes it is also look at the form of this equation. It's the Fahrenheit is equal to uh, some mathematical expression related to Celsius. But people also like to know what is a form of the equation uh, if C is equal to something. Okay, so this would be solving explicitly for C. So uh, the first equation originally we have, this is more like uh, given C, what is F? Because the equation is saying F is equal to something. So if we can also write it in terms of C is equal to some kind of mathematical expression related to F, it would be also easier to solve for Celsius. So how do we do that? Well, it's really just rewrite this original equation into a form of uh, and get rid of all additional variables, additional numbers, accessories, and then um, have only C left on the right side. So let's try that. Well, first of all, we can subtract both sides by 32, right? F subtract by 32 is equal to 9 over 5 C. 32 subtract by 32 is simply 0. Now, in order to get rid of this big fraction, well, we can multiply both sides by 5 over 9, right? 5 over 9. Well, if we do that, the 9 over 5 would cancel out with 5 over 9. That would be good, right? So let's try that. So if we multiply both sides by 5 over 9, f minus 32, this would give us just simply c, because 5 over 9, 9 over 5 cancels out. So in the end, we can write a equation like this: c is equal to 5 over 9 multiplied by f minus 32. Okay, so this is solving explicitly for c. So now we have an equation of directly c is equal to something, which is easier to solve if you know what the Fahrenheit is. So if now you know what the Fahrenheit is, you can simply just plug it in, and then you'll get an expression that gives you directly the value of c. It's sometimes easier for calculations. Okay, so this is all there is to convert temperature formula. Thank you for watching and have a great day.